episode 53 of Husker Hype Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Aaron Warsfold, Eli Forsman, and your very own Eddie Rosenthal coming at you live from Husker Hype Radio headquarters in Costa Mesa, California, as well as the secondary headquarters in Papillion, Nebraska. And now it's time for the first segment of the week. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. I think that's the best intro I've ever had during the whole 53 weeks of this pod.
Let's fucking go. Year 2, new person, new pod.
This is year 2. This is not only fucking Husker Matt Rule's year 2. This is Husker Hype Radio's year 2, and together we build, together we conquer, together we fucking make shit happen.
Fire me up.
Rise to the top. We're the cream, baby. It's coming to the top. Get my fucking corn out and cream it up, bitch. Because I'm a fucking Husker. Let's go.
Bitch, I'm a Husker.
Bitch, I'm a Husker. You guys like my new jacket?
Love it.
I got this on Instagram. It's called Vintage Skurs, dude. Check them out. They're actually they drop shit every day. It's very sick. They're cool. I got free shipping, and it came in like 3 days. And I live in California, dude. These guys are in Grand Island.
You get them
Feel free to sponsor the pod.
What?
Get them to campus.
Get them on campus. All right, folks, let's start with the segments here. Coming in at number 1, couple of game time releases have came out. Boy, am I excited. Let's start off with the lesser one first. It's still important. It's still Husker football news. But apparently, folks, Nebraska USC, the game that I will be attending, is going to be on Friday night. Friday night in Southern California. I kind of love it.
I hate it.
You hate it.
I have a wedding that same fucking day, Eddie.
Oh my!
Friday night. Who fucking has a wedding in the fucking fall and the Friday night, the same fucking night we play USC? God damn it, dude.
Dude, you were gonna try to swing it, huh? You were gonna try to swing it.
I was. We were talking about in the chat. I was like, you know what? I have this wedding Friday night, but if it gets over at a certain time, I can hop on the plane at a certain time, get to USC at a certain time. All out the window. All out the window.
I think they'll understand. I think they'll understand, Aaron. You do
right.
what is right, and you tell Mackenzie. You say go to the wedding by yourself. You know this is a business trip. And I'm sorry, but if you want to be a fucking idiot and schedule a wedding in the fall, then that's your fucking problem. I got USC Nebraska to go to. You think I want to go? It's in Minnesota, right? You think I want to go when it's fucking cold in Minnesota when I could be in Southern California with a fucking tank top on, dancing my ass off on the 50-yard line when Nebraska beats USC in a historical fashion by 70 fucking points, baby? Come on, dude.
Fuck Lincoln Riley.
Fuck Lincoln Riley. He's going to fucking get fired after the game. It's going to be an embarrassment. Boosters will take out millions of dollars during that game. They will give us their uniforms and everything. And, of course, we will burn them after the game at my house. We will burn everything that they give us.
Of course.
But it's probably going to be the downfall of USC football is November 14th or 16th, I believe. This year. It will be the downfall of USC football. And I'm telling you what, boys, we got a brigade coming.
The brigade.
We have a brigade of bleed red shit corners.
Hypesters, if you will.
Hypesters. There's probably 5 or 6 cars that are fucking making the trek up north to the Coliseum. And boy, oh boy, am I excited. Tickets right now are about $100 a piece. Very
cheap.
Yeah, cheap. That's cheap. So I think I might scope on mine now.
Yeah, you should.
Those puppies.
Because
you know when Nebraska is going to be undefeated by that time, 10, 11-0? Yeah, that's a high quality. Friday night. I mean, Friday night on Fox. Do you guys think that there should be college? So we got Wednesday night action. There's Thursday night football. There's Friday night football now, Fox. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think the only day that we don't have football now is Tuesday.
Yes.
Thanks be to God. I think they should do like a Tuesday Big Ten SEC showdown, maybe. How sick would that be? I don't know.
Big Ten versus SEC?
Yeah, Big Ten SEC Tuesday night, Big Ten SEC live on something CBS.
I'm sure they'll find a way to get Tuesday filled up pretty soon.
Yeah, dude, they want control of the market, and obviously at this point, right now in America, football is the biggest sport, and I think it's only a matter of time before there's some Tuesday thing,
Yeah.
What do we feel like? How do we feel about? Do you guys care? I mean, it was always Big Ten on Fox and ESPN kind of, and now they're switching over to CBS. No more SEC on CBS. I feel like I like the SEC on CBS, man. There was something about the SEC on CBS.
Well, it makes no difference to me. Ball is ball.
Ball is ball. And hell, honestly, I'm not even listening to this shit anymore because I'm fucking commentating it.
Exactly, Eddie.
So yeah. Why should I give a shit? It should be we should just do a Husker Hype radio slate where I have the 9:00 game slot, the 2:30, the 4:30, and by the end of the day,
hell yeah,
I probably am streaming butt naked in front of the camera.
And think about the viewership, Eddie. Holy shit!
A non-stop, 12-hour stream event.
You're Hansen. What's buddy's name that does Red Zone? Fucking Brian Hansen.
Not Chris Hansen. That's the Predator guy. I'm not Chris Hansen. I'm not catching predators. Maybe I could just go and start catching predators. I could be busting predators.
Yeah, I think it's the mustache. You're a predator.
No, Chris Hansen isn't the predator, bro. Chris Hansen is the one who catches the predators.
Yes, I know. But
so maybe while I'm commentating the games, I'm texting predators all day, and then we bring them all to the house at the end of the night, and we fucking catch predators. Predators, commentate football, catching predators and commentating football. That's the name of the pod right there, baby.
Speaking about predators, let's talk about the Colorado Deions. Okay, guys, we have a second week showdown.
I don't think that your mic is on, Aaron. I don't think your mic is on.
Hello, Mike. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
I can hear you, but
I can hear you.
It doesn't sound as crisp as it usually does.
Oh, God. This is what happens. There.
Was that right?
Yes, you were 100% right.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys talk here.
There you go. You're back on.
Week 2, Colorado versus Nebraska.
And now that has been announced. NBC prime time, 6:30 Eastern, right? Would it be 6:30 Eastern or 6:30 Central?
I think it's 6:30 Central.
Okay. Yeah, that probably makes sense because that's game time. It's in Lincoln. So 6:30 Central, boys, let's fucking go. I mean, tickets now are probably going to be through the roof. I want to attend, but I'm going to be broke if I attend.
I think Troy Dennon needs to send out Husker Hype Radio, the passes. I know he's forgotten about us a couple times in the past, but just send out the old tickets. We'll forget about all of it. We'll be there.
I mean, it'll obviously be College Game Day, and probably what I'm thinking is we're gonna get a call here soon from the College Game Day crew and try to get us on as guest pickers. Right. So I mean, we'll definitely have sideline passes after we do the guest picks.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, if it wasn't us, who would you guys want to be the guest picker for College Game Day? I mean, they're probably not going to let us on, let's be honest, because they don't want Lee Corso enticed with the fireball.
Larry the cable guy. Give me Larry.
I think it's got to be Larry the cable guy, dude. Because he's been on it before. He's the funniest fucking, he'll put on this accent. He'll say some funny ass shit. And it's perfect, dude. He is like the biggest, most famous Nebraska fan besides us. the most famous Nebraska fan, and I think that you gotta put him on there. Has he? I wonder if he's been a game day picker. I feel like not, dude.
I think he has been.
I know the last one when we had Ohio State here, it was Gabrielle Union, and it's like nobody wants that bitch on the panel, dude. She doesn't know. She doesn't have a fucking season ticket.
Why? She's nice to look at. She's nice to look at.
She's a smoke. Hey, I think Larry the cable guy is pretty nice to look at too. Boy, he puts out them arms and.
Aaron, I think you were right about that mustache. I think you were right about that mustache.
That's not a pedophile, but dude, Larry the Cable Guy is like 60 years old. That's not being a pedophile.
I didn't say all that. I'm just saying.
What's wrong with my fucking mustache, dude? What the fuck is wrong with my mustache?
Nothing. I love it. I love it. Just nothing's wrong with it.
What about Eric Crouch? Crouch.
I can see Crouch.
Adrian Martinez.
No.
Hey, boys, hear me out. Hear me out, boys. At some point in the next 24 months, we're gonna circle back on Adrian Martinez, and we're gonna like him a lot because he's going crazy. And what league is this? The USFL or some shit? I don't even know.
Hey, you don't even know what league it is.
All I'm saying is that in the next 24 months, we'll circle back on him and be like, hey, go Big Red.
Aaron, these are your words, dude. These are
Not
your
mine.
words.
Don't
King
put
of the
that on me.
retards. I said, why is Adrian Martinez going off right now? And you texted back, King of the retards. So how good if you're going off in the USFL? What are you gonna do when you're playing the fucking Minnesota Vikings defense, bro? Or you're playing Baltimore's defense? You're not playing against the Atlanta Brahas.
Yeah, the king of the retards.
Hey, those are your words, bud.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
about. I'm just reminding you that those are your words that you fucking said when I was like, damn, Adrian's going off. He's doing good right now, dude. King of the retards. That's all you respond.
I was drinking. It's not my fault. I didn't mean it.
Dude, I kind of do. No, I mean, hopefully he makes an NFL team. That'd be sick for him.
Yeah,
make a lot more money. But
as soon as he makes a game-winning drive, I will buy in. But until then, I've seen him choke way too many times.
Ooh, there you go. But he is scoring a lot, and like he at this point in his USFL career, he hasn't need to make a game-winning drive because he's fucking blowing him out.
But is the defense dominant? I don't watch these games. Do you guys watch these games?
I don't.
No.
I mean, I've seen some low.
No, I don't watch these fucking games, dude.
Yeah, no, not the king of the retards.
The only times I watch these games is when I'm in the bar and I look over to my left and I'm like, oh, there's football on TV, dude. And then I watch it and then I'm like, it's fake football.
Well, there's kind of been a lot of it, but it's football. It's football.
Let's get to the brass tacks. Fuck this UFL shit. I want to get to what we had a fan question this week. The fan question of the week was
no, dude. We got so much more stuff.
Okay, we'll tease it. Oh
my gosh,
we're teasing it. You like that?
It's already starting.
We have a new segment, folks, and it's fan question of the week. We got one submitted this week.
You like the tease?
We're gonna talk about it here soon. But first, we gotta talk about this. What about Adam Devine as a game day guest picker?
Okay, fair. Yes,
that's a good one. But I think Larry the Cable Guy is number one.
Or Will Compton, but Will Compton's Barstool, so he's probably not going over because he'll be doing guest Barstool.
Hey, Bo Pelini would be up there.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
Bo Pelini, bro. Yeah. And then he just kind of goes off maybe on a little tangent about fucking Sean Eichhorst and calls him a pussy ass bitch on live television.
I'm
down for that.
Or Dr. Tom.
Oh, Tom.
No, I feel like he's too niche and he's too senile now to get me going.
Lee Corso is on there.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, you can't have two of those guys up there, bro. It'd take Tom Osborne like 5 minutes for each pick, and he's not going to throw a nice little sexual joke like Larry the Cable Guy or Adam Devine would. I want some sexual innuendos in my college game day guest pickers, bro.
Absolutely.
Give me some funny poop jokes or some sex jokes or some like
What about Zach, or who's been doing the old concerts with Dylan Raiola?
Zach Bryan. He's not a Husker fan, though.
He's not a Husker
I'm
fan?
a Husker.
Isn't he from Nebraska?
So. No, he went to he was in the Navy, and I think he was stationed at Offutt for a little bit.
Okay. Never mind.
No. Yeah, out of stater then. David Spade. David Spade. It's my pick. Nick Swardson.
I don't want any doing the guest picking for Nebraska. Fuck Swardson. Fuck Spade.
They'll probably have a Colorado fan. They'll probably have a Colorado guy on.
Fucking little Wayne. All right, Aaron, let me start taking over this segment. Oh my God. You're funny.
Cut.
So we got Colorado 6:30, but that week before, folks, is week 1. Colorado, Nebraska is week 2. Week 1, Nebraska has UTEP. Colorado has North Dakota State. Who do you think is the better opponent and why? E-Rock, take it away.
North Dakota State, because Colorado does not have the trenches to deal with North Dakota State's offense. And I think that North Dakota State is going to ground and pound Colorado. It's not going to be a game they're going to enjoy. They're going to go into the fourth quarter. It's going to be a close game. They're going to come into the Nebraska game beat up, and our defensive line is going to eat on an offensive line that's tired, exhausted, bruised, battered, and we're going to love the result of the game we played. I think North Dakota State's a lot harder to play than UTEP.
What about kind of North Dakota State maybe – I was going to say running a similar offense, but I'd as to last year's offense, it would have been pretty similar as what we were running. But this year, I think it will change up a little more. But maybe Colorado, yeah, they will get beat up. And I think that's definitely good for us. UTEP, on the other hand, we could fucking beat them by 100 points.
100 on their head.
Yeah.
We ain't worried about it.
But do we want to play a team so fucking shitty before Colorado, an even shittier team, that we have the confidence to think that this shitty team is so shitty that I'm going to be able to
answer your question with the
team?
question is, would we rather play UTEP before Colorado or Minnesota before Colorado?
UTEP. Oh, wait, actually, I just yeah.
But it's a tune-up game because the whole thing we said last year was we started with Minnesota, we started with Illinois 2 years in a row. We started with these Power 5 teams. We never had the tune-up game. Exactly, sort of Northwestern. We never had that tune-up game. I feel like this year it's nice for us. We finally had that tune-up game to figure out what's going on, figure out the plays, the personnel, the packages against UTEP. Yeah. Colorado boys, it's a night game. We're going crazy.
Yeah.
And a true freshman quarterback with the environment of a home team stadium. Yeah, that just adds on to it even more. Get familiar with the stadium, get familiar with the walkout, get familiar with the fans, get familiar with the play calls, lining up, little things like that, snap count. It's big.
Right. Definitely UTEP to warm us up rather than getting a team like North Dakota State who plays ground and pound football. And they're just going to, and that's not Colorado's fucking MO, dude. They might have a few fucking long bombs, trying to do that, but they're not going to be able to run in between the trenches with North Dakota State, nor will they Nebraska. They're going to figure out pretty quick, if we're doing this against North Dakota State, we're going to have to change up our whole game plan against Nebraska. And Deion's going to be flustered because Deion isn't that good of a coach. So Deion in 1 week will not be able to make the adjustments need to be made for Nebraska. And we're fucking killing Colorado.
No, that's actually a great point, Eddie. Now that you say that out loud, the game will really come down to how good Shedeur Sanders is at passing the ball. And I like our chances.
Our secondary versus their wide receivers.
Yes.
We have the trenches locked down.
Yes.
We will have the trenches locked down.
Yes.
It's going to be our secondary versus their wide receivers, but also those trenches. Tell me how fast Isaac Gifford's going to come off that edge and blow Shadeur's head off before he can even get the ball out.
Or Ty Robinson breaks up the middle, run game.
Yeah, he's got one arm tied behind his back. At this point, he's just doing it for fun. He put an arm behind his back just for fun, and then he goes through two fellas and rips Shadeur's head off, and then Polar Bear grabs his leg and rips it out of its socket. And then all of a sudden, Nebraska is on national news for
slaughter, manslaughter.
That's not what we want, but that's like as good of as a simile or a metaphor to what will happen on the field.
And I don't know if you fellas know this, but Colorado has a true freshman center that is going to start the season for them.
You said what now?
If Ty Robinson sees a true freshman in front of him, that boy is going to have a bad day.
Oh, he's licking his chops.
Day.
He's gonna have a bad night.
Yeah,
It's a bad night.
Boy's gonna be shitting his pants all day. Not gonna be feeling well going into the night, and it's gonna be real bad.
Yeah. Oh my dude. A true freshman against Tyler Robinson and Polar Bear.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, dude. Let's write his obituary already. Oh my gosh. I feel bad for him. Yeah, so I think definitely UTEP is that week 1 is definitely in our advantage. North Dakota State. Would you rather play UTEP or North Dakota State?
UTEP.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, dude. When you're this fucking team, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that, Aaron. All right. Quick thing here. This kind of ties into what this night game atmosphere will be like. I mean, this is Colorado, man. In Nebraska right now, in Colorado, we're not really clicking. We never have. This is a night game. Redemption the last 2 years in Boulder. Things didn't go our way. And Dillion Gabriels said in a podcast with Will Compton on Bussin' and the Boys, he said that OU in Nebraska in Lincoln was probably the loudest he's ever heard a stadium. And he's played at the Red River rivalry. He's played in fucking, other places too, because he's a college quarterback. But no, like it's gonna be how fucking loud will that stadium? It's gonna be Miami, Nebraska.
Well, back in my day, Eddie, they used to call it the Red River Shootout because we didn't give a fuck about the libtards. Okay, we called it the Red River Shootout, and you know what? It was loud. I was there for that game. I remember exactly what he's talking about. It was loud as hell.
And that's a team that just fired their head coach. Fired their freaking head coach. But the show must go on. The fans are still going to be there against Oklahoma versus Nebraska. And now with the confidence that we'll have with beating the shit out of UTEP under our belt, coming in Colorado, they get to come to our place now. They get to come to our place, and you think that there's going to be a lick of Colorado fans in there? We're not letting them buy our tickets like they did. I wish
we went to Oregon too, bro. If we played Oregon this year too, that'd have been huge.
Nebraska Nice is gone for that day. Like, you think you're coming into the stadium and grandmas are saying, "Hey, good luck today." It's gonna be fuck you, because we remember what they did to us in Colorado. I wasn't there, but you boys weren't you boys there?
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal, right?
Yes, we were.
No, I think that we'd be so nice that it makes you look like a dick because yeah. You shake every single Colorado fans after the game. You say, "Hey, great game. Hey, good luck with Deion for the rest of the season. Deion Sanders, hell of a football coach. Hell of a football coach that you got there. Deion Sanders, he's a great guy, man. You guys are going to go places."
Yes. I'm contemplating spending $803 just to sit behind Shedeur Sanders the entire game and just scream at him for all 4 quarters of the game. I'm seriously thinking about it.
I think if you do that, you spend $800, but you also automatically lock in a win for Nebraska. If E-Rock is behind Shedeur Sanders,
I could do that. I could do that fucking job, dude. I have a loud voice. I could fucking do it.
Or we both do it,
dude. We should. We should.
Yeah,
I'm down. I'll spend it.
Yeah,
just sit right behind their section and just yell as loud as we can the whole time.
Yes.
Yep.
Bring a Venezuela, like what they bring in the pro soccer games. Ooh.
Not as good as your dad. Not as good as your dad. Disappointment. You're a disappointment to your father. I'm already ready.
My boy, a top 5 pick. My boy's
Not
a top 5 pick.
Not after this game.
Yeah. Oh my! How much time do we got left, Aaron?
We got more than 10 minutes.
More than 10 minutes.
Round 2.
All right, let's hit the recruiting news really quick. Aaron, is it okay to hit the recruiting news?
I mean, like, I almost want to hit this narrative before this recruiting news because I think there's a bit of bullshit going on. There's bullshit stewing.
There's bullshit stewing.
Yeah, I smell it. I fucking smell
about
it.
the segment of the week.
No, I feel like there's beef brewing. That's bullshit. I smell it.
The fan question of the week. Yeah, what we were kind of teasing earlier is
do we want to we can tease it for some more, but I mean it's up to you.
Let's go. Let's fucking do it.
Let's fucking
if you don't want to talk about ever recruiting, we can talk about recruiting,
or
we can talk about the question of the week right now. So I got a couple of texts last week. I'm gonna say probably actually not a couple. I got a few texts last week asking me if there was beef on the pod. And I said, yeah, I think Aaron was kind of being a little bitch, not wanting to talk about recruiting when really what the fuck else is there to talk about in the middle of spring? Like, this is Husker Hype Radio. We're talking about Husker football. And if Aaron, maybe it would have been better if you would have like maybe gave a topic to talk about.
Yes.
But you didn't. You just bitched and said, "Oh,
I think
think that fans come here for recruiting."
Yes. Okay. So I think the gripe with Aaron is he brought up that he's not excited about talking about recruiting, and then to Eddie's point, what did he bring up instead? I did neither, folks. I bitched and I complained and I had nothing else to talk about. But I think the fact for me is I guess I'll take even a further step back. We ended up getting TJ Loft or whether Latif. We ended up
so now you want to talk about recruiting. So now you want to be the guy that brings up the recruiting, bro. And we talked about TJ Latif last week too. And you go, does it really fucking matter unless anybody fucking commits? Does it really fucking matter? I'm tired of hearing all these fucking high schoolers' names. I've heard all these names, but they never do shit.
Yeah.
But now you want to now you're the guy that wants to bring up TJ Latif, bro. You're the fucking guy that wants to do that shit. Raise your hand and say you're wrong.
And I'm wrong. And I'm wrong.
And you bring the beef only to fucking leave it on the counter and not get it cooked at all, boy.
Damn.
I'll cook that beef up right now, bitch. Stir it in the mac and cheese.
And that was a great way to start the subject, folks. We got the guy. Okay, I don't really give a fuck at this point. Like 2025 commit. We got a 4-star, and like it's hard not to be happy.
Wait, who cares?
But
wait, Aaron, it's recruiting though. Do you think fans come here to talk about this shit? Who do you think they care or no?
I think it's a.
Do you think
I'm out here grasping for straws, Eddie. Give me a second.
I just want to give it to you. I want to give it to you.
Give me a second.
Let me give it to you, bitch.
Okay, folks. I know it. Aaron was wrong. Was he wrong? Yes, he was. Recruiting, we're hyped about it. Because at the end of the day, what it is, we're getting men, we're developing them, we're turning into the men of the future of Nebraska football.
Right.
I think my head spun, partly because of transfer portal and the early commits. We're talking about 2025, guys. It's May of 2024. It's over a year from now. I'm out here saying who gives a fuck, because there's kids that go to my school right now that tomorrow could enter the transfer portal. That's why I'm upset in the moment. And hand up my bat. I should have done that. And I also hand up my bat. I also didn't have a different subject to talk about.
That was the biggest one. I was like, well, what do you want to fucking talk about then?
And it's tough. And I've had a couple beers today, so I really have no defense. And I really have no defense. But next week we'll be better. We'll be better.
To Aaron's defense, then, there are some recruits that will commit and they'll change their commitment 3 times. Raiola, I love him, but he did recommit 2 times before he committed to Nebraska, which he's here to stay now. But to Aaron's defense, some of this high school recruiting does not mean shit until they sign that letter. So there's a little bit to what he was saying there.
Yes. And kind of maybe when we go down the list and say who's visiting the spring game or these fucking names that nobody's going to remember. I don't even fucking remember who we talked about when we were saying this guy is going to come visit the spring game, except for the Nebraska guys like Christian Jones or guys that are basically nonverbal commits. I'll remember those guys, but there's just some random ones that we said.
Yeah, Michael Terry, the 5-star athlete, number 1 athlete in the country. David Sanders, number 2 tackle in the country.
Yeah.
Just a couple guys,
Those guys are worth talking about. Dawson Merritt, let's talk. I think that maybe we don't talk about recruiting the names as much, but hats off to our leader, head coach Matt Rule, and his staff for getting guys like Dawson Merritt, a fucking 5-star, to have two. It's down to 2 teams. It's Nebraska and Alabama. In what and any other fucking dimension, unless Nebraska is coached by Matt Rule, is a guy picking between Nebraska and Alabama. You know?
This dimension. That
we're in right now. And maybe it pulls a little bit of the skin off when, we're not talking about Nick Saban's Alabama. We're talking about Kalen DeBoer's Alabama. And is that more, but also it's Alabama, the program. And at this point in time right now, Alabama's up here and Nebraska, they're right below them. Really, they are, but they're way above them. But if we want to be real, we're not at Alabama's level yet. But there's a recruit
above them.
Exactly. We're not at Alabama's level yet. We're fucking exactly.
Yeah.
No, but it's so sick that Matt Rule can fucking get guys to choose between teams that have won national championships in the past 5 years. And Nebraska
the staff
hasn't been to a fucking bowl game since
2016.
Yeah. So teams that have won national championships, now we're competing with those recruits, and we haven't won a fucking bowl game since 2016. And that's head coach Matt Rule doing his job and his staff going out there. The whole fucking staff goes to visit these guys. It's not the offense of coaches. It's not the defensive coaches. It's the whole fucking staff, because when you're in Nebraska, you're family. When you play for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, you come into a brotherhood and you fucking you are a part of that brotherhood for the rest of your life. And God damn it, you're a Husker for the rest of your life. And God damn it, I will remember your name for the rest of your life so long as I live, because you played for Nebraska and you won national champions for Nebraska. And I am here to support you through and through. I will go to your funeral if you invite me. I will invite you to my funeral. I will put you in my fucking will. I'll give you $5, man. Any money that I have. That's what Nebraska football is all about. And that's what Matt Rule is bringing back to Nebraska.
Hell yeah.
Fire me the fuck up, man.
Fuck yeah, Eddie.
Husker hype moment of the week. Anybody?
I got one.
Go ahead.
Fucking shout out Mexico, bro. I went to Mexico. First time being out of the country. It was fucking sick. Just take a little drive down there. I'll just say we drank a lot of beers.
Hell yeah.
And had Mexican food.
Tecates or Modelos?
Tecates, Victoria beers. I had some Coronas, some fucking Modelos. We stayed Mexican, bro. Mexican,
bro. Fuck yeah.
And yeah, dude, tacos fucking cheap. Honestly, not as cheap as I thought Mexico would be. Like you hear it's like, oh, it's fucking dirt cheap down there. We were an hour underneath the border, so I guess that's not like. I bet you once you get into the boonies, dude, it's pretty cheap.
What state were you in, Ed?
We were down in the Baja.
You didn't even know what state you were in, do you?
Baja, California.
Is that a state? I don't fucking know. What's the city?
Yeah. Then don't fucking ask me the question, Aaron.
Well, fucking Christ, I'm fucking out here trying to learn. Fuck you.
Hold on. You said you're in Mexico, but you said Baja, California.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's a state in Mexico. Know
It's
your
Baja,
Mexican
California?
geography.
That's why we're asking, Eddie. Yeah, that's why we're fucking asking, Eddie.
I'm sorry. I'm just more cultured than you guys. I fucking know about the states in Mexico.
So let me know. Let me know what's going on then.
God forbid a fucking friend asks a fucking question about something he wants to learn about.
Damn.
Baja, California, Mexican state. Yeah, it's a Mexican state. Tijuana's in there. We were like right down from Rosarito, just a couple minutes down from the city of Rosarito. It's right on the coast. It was
And
like
this is why we have beef. It's because Eddie doesn't want to fucking teach us about culture.
No, I was just carrying over the beef from our last conversation.
Okay.
I was trying to get it spicy.
Okay.
But yeah, what was I saying? No.
Right over the border.
Yeah. You take it's like a PCH, but it's a super shitty PCH. There's no stoplights. There's stop signs on the fucking PCH. And like,
what the fuck is a PCH?
Pacific Coast Highway. So that's like the one highway, you know? It's the fucking. You've heard
It's
of
like
it.
it's an interstate. It's an interstate, Eli.
Never heard of it.
It's an interstate. That's what.
Okay.
That's
well, when you get down to California, we're gonna take you ride on the PCH because that's like, you gotta ride on the PCH.
It's a special interstate that goes only within California and kind of Oregon.
I can see it.
Kind of like I-80.
Yeah, but it goes up the whole coast of the beach.
But it's way fucking sicker.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're Mexican, you don't have to stop at the stop signs. But if you're American, then you do, because then the cops will pull you over. The cops are corrupt down there, bro.
So you just act like you don't know English, and you're like, I don't know, ¿qué pasa?
No, I think that all cops probably know English, but there was people that were like telling me how much I was buying beers, and they were like, like how much the total was, and I was just like, gave them a 20.